Are we sure about heaven? Roy Connor here with The Real Truth. In my last video, I talked about how the Bible ends with God coming to dwell with man. And in Revelation 21 and verse number 4, we read God say, or verse number 5 rather, "Behold, I make all things new." This is exactly the whole story of the Bible. It's about redemption and restoration. In fact, in Acts 3 and Numbers 19 through 21, Peter says that Jesus is going to remain on the throne in heaven until it is time for the restoration of all things, which God spoke of through the mouth of the prophets long ago. And Peter's not talking about the church. Peter's not saying that the restoration of all things is the church that the prophets were talking about. The church was already in existence when Peter said that. Peter was talking about what he refers to as the new heavens and new earth in 2 Peter chapter 3. Heaven is not some ethereal place that we're going to float off into and live with God forever when we die. There is a life after death. That's why we see the saints returning with Jesus in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and number 5, how all of the dead in Christ are going to return with Jesus to be united with the resurrected body in an environment that's going to be made completely new, where we will rule and reign by the glory and power of God in the kingdom forever and ever. That's the biblical story. It's not platonic, as it's not like Plato says. We're not going to die and then we're going to go live in heaven forever. That's not the end game. Never has been the end game, and it's not the end game now. God bless you. We'll talk to you next time.